could have prevented this. I want you.
With volunteer alone, a country cannot get enough soldiers to fight a war. Drafts are an effective way to recruit a military. However, draftees have a lower morale. Because of this, it is important to have as many volunteers as possible. Uncle Sam was a prominent figure in the volunteer scene. His figure was used to promote a national pride in volunteering. For example, if a country instituted a draft without encouraging volunteers over draftees, their soldiers' effectiveness would not be as full potential, as they are fighting unwillingly. Because Uncle Sam was used, soldiers as a whole had a higher morale than they would have if they had been purely drafted.
Hello, America! Ron Burgundy here, and tonight I've got a special guest for you. We have our very own, our one and only, America's winner, Uncle Sam! And tonight, we're going to ask him a few questions. Uncle Sam, could you please tell us, how did you start? What about your humble origins?
Thanks, Ron. Well, back in 1812, there was this meatpacking company owned by Samuel Wilson. He supplied the U.S. military with meat, and because of that, he labeled the barrels that held the meat as U.S. And kind of as a joke, the employees started calling it Uncle Sam. And then that joke kind of spread out through the company and eventually to the town and went viral to the whole nation. And then that essentially started representing America because that was the whole nation, because it's supplying meat for them.
In America, you've become quite a big figure in politics. How do you feel that you affect the American nationalistic beliefs, and why?
Well, I kind of feel like I brought nationalism to the general public. Kind of inspired people to vote and support the military, which is major in the country's survival.
Who have been the main contributors to making you who you are today?
I'd have to say one of my major inspirations would have to be Lady Liberty. I've kind of taken her ideals and refined them and mainstreamed them to the whole public and everyone in America. Then John Bull is another one of my major inspirations. He's kind of the opposite of me physically, and he represents Great Britain, which isn't as good as America.
Uncle Sam, your presence, or however you usually present yourself, usually highlights issues that are currently going on. Would I be correct in saying the use of your image gains support or American sympathy for these issues?
Most definitely. When people see me, who I am and what I represent become apparent, and make an issue more accessible to the general public who don't have the means or the time to go research something on their own time. And then I also promote bonds and volunteering, which is extremely vital to a nation at war.
One more question, Uncle Sam. What are your feelings and thoughts on the current world we're in right now?
Well, honestly, I feel like America is not doing as good as it could be. I think we're lacking financially and we don't have enough troops. If people were to volunteer more and to buy more bonds, victory would be ensured as we have greater support.
Thank you for your time. I'm Ron Burgundy, and thank you for watching. Good night, America!
Hello, I'm Professor Mooj Ronicky of Atlantic Lutheran University. I'm here to talk to you about Uncle Sam and how he helped spark American nationalism and bonds in the crucial time of a war. Nationalism was key in helping support the draft measures that were passed, as well as bonds. Without American nationalism, and Uncle Sam and how he presented American pride and the American dream all within a picture and how he was created, American soldiers and lives would be lost. As for the bonds that was needed to support our troops in terms of uniforms, weapons, vehicles, and other random miscellaneous supplies. Excuse me. Without those supplies, they could, in crucial crunch battles, or in the whole war in general, they would have lost, and America's name would be defaced, and Uncle Sam, and his very meaning, would have no more pride.
I want to thank you for supporting the war effort.